Hi and welcome to today's Heart Chakra Healing Yoga class. I've decided to include this class on day 2 of our 21-day self-love journey of the sacred breath. Right now I personally am dealing with some grief after losing my father, and I've debated even filming this class for you guys with everything going on, but I decided that I really needed to work on my heart and doing some yoga and meditation to work through the grieving process. And I figured since it's been helping me, these practices, it could help someone else. So that is why I'm continuing to do what I do for you guys and filming this class today on healing the heart chakra. Let's begin today's class by tuning in and closing the eyes. Taking a gentle inhale and exhale. Doing this a couple times. Focusing on the breath, the sacred breath that keeps us alive, that keeps us here. And placing both hands on the heart. And really just feeling the heart space. All the emotions that we hold within our heart, all the love we have for ourselves and others, all the heartbreak we've experienced, the depths that we are able to feel, grief, sadness, joy, happiness, pleasure, all exist within our heart. If you need to work on opening up the heart, feeling more love and bringing more love into your life, if you yourself are recovering from grief, from heartache, have a deep sadness or something you are working on within your heart, I want you to picture and envision what it feels like when your heart has been healed. What doors that opens for you. What joys and love you can feel when your heart is open to the possibilities. And knowing that the feelings that we feel, the depths of the sadness and sorrow, all mean that we have a healthy heart capable of love so deep that it brings us to our knees. I now want you to envision the glowing green orb of light radiating, glowing from your heart chakra, from the center of your chest. This beautiful green light, this energy, is full of love, full of compassion, empathy, and you feel this loving energy within your heart. With each inhale, I want you to envision this glowing green orb of light growing, growing, and growing down your spine, into your root, and down, down into the earth below. Connecting you to the earth's energy, to Gaia, to Shakti. And with each exhale, I want you to envision that glowing green orb of light, that loving energy growing up, up to your crown, reaching to the heavens above, to Shiva, to higher consciousness. And I want you to envision this glowing green orb of light growing and growing, connecting you to the earth and to the heavens above. You're the medium in which Shiva and Shakti meet. You hold both of these energies within your being. And envision this glowing green orb growing out of your body, of your heart center, and filling the room until the room you are in and everything within it is bathed in this green, loving energy that radiates from your heart center. That is the depths of your heart and the depths at which you are able to feel, give, and receive love. It knows no boundaries. There's no limitations, and your heart is fully open to love and be loved unconditionally. Gently blinking the eyes open. Let's take a couple inhales and exhales here together. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring them to the heart center. We'll do this a couple more times. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to our breath. Let's come onto our knees. And we'll take a couple cat and cow stretches here. Inhale, look up. Opening through the chest, arch the spine. For cow. Exhale, round out the spine, chin to chest for cat. Couple more of these. Waking up the spine. Preparing for today's practice. Inhale as you look up, opening through the heart center. Exhale, round out the spine. Inhale, coming back to neutral spine, curling the toes under, coming into our first down dog. A moment to just breathe in this pose. It's our first down dog of our yoga session today, so you might be a little stiff. Go ahead and walk it out gently, adding some movement, bending one knee and then the other. Nice gentle stretch for the hamstrings. top of your mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, come down. Grabbing the elbows. Here in forward fold. Taking a nice stretch for those hamstrings, maybe turning from one side and then the other. Feeling a nice compression, decompression in the spine. Inhale, center. Go ahead and walk your palms under your feet. Nice little stretch and forward fold. Preparing for today's practice. Go ahead, taking the hands back out, forward fold. Inhale, back, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, exhale, hands to the heart. Do a couple of these sun salutations. Inhale, arms coming back up. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Do one more, just like inhale, arms come up. Exhale, we dive it down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring the hands to meet in the low back. Squeezing the elbows in, opening through the chest. Ensure the feet are underneath your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, taking small little standing back bend. Opening through the heart center, through the chest. Inhale, coming back up to neutral. Exhale, release the arms. Give it a little shake if you need to. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, dive it down. Stepping it back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. One-legged down dog. And just breathing here in one-legged down dog for a moment. Taking gentle circles with the toes, with the ankles. One way, and then the other. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, opening up through the hip, bending the knee. Go ahead and take gentle hip circles here. You guys will have to excuse me, my sinuses are acting up lately. And take it the other way. Straightening the leg back out. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee forward in between the hands to the chest. Inhale, leg comes back up. Exhale, knee comes forward to the chest. Inhale, leg comes back up. And keep going with this rhythm, with the breath. And you may wish to add a little movement here, however feels good to you, with your leg. I like to pretend like I'm holding a paintbrush in between my toes. I'm painting a beautiful picture. What kind of pictures do you guys like to paint? Me personally, I always like to think of painting a beautiful sunset. Inhale, hold one-legged down dog once more. Exhale, bring the leg forward, stepping in between the hands. Inhale, arms come up, low lunge. Just breathing here for a moment. This practice feels so good. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Hands come back down. Inhale, step the leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Opening through the chest. Exhale, curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Moment. Walking out. Right leg comes up this time. One-legged down dog on the other side. Circles here at the ankles. One leg, and then the other. Inhale, bending the knee, opening through the hip. Taking those hip circles here, adding some movement. We get so tight and hold so much of our emotions within our hips. Reversing it. Inhale, back to one-legged down dog. Exhale, knee comes forward to the chest. Inhale, leg comes back up. Exhale, knee comes forward. Inhale, leg comes back up. And adding whichever type of movement feels good here. Taking our paintbrush between our toes, painting a beautiful sunset or sunrise if you prefer. Adding whichever kind of movement feels good to you. Make it fluid, most dance-like. And a couple more, just like this. Inhale, hold, one-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands. Arms come up into low lunge. Opening through the chest, through the heart center. But our knees stay stacked over that right ankle. Not letting it come forward. Protecting our knees. Being kind to our bodies today. Inhale, arms come back down. Exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Opening through our heart. Exhale, curl the toes under, take it back. Downward facing dog. Coming back to our breath. Back to our center here. Inhale. Exhale. Taking it down. onto our knees. Inhale. Take a breath. Exhale, arms come to our heart. Gently closing the eyes. Coming back to today's intention for this class, for this practice. Visualizing that green light, orb of energy radiating from our chest. Blinking the eyes open, taking another inhale in. Exhale, bringing the hands to our lower back, squeezing in through the elbows, lifting through the chest, looking up. Exhale, taking it back into camel, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, squeezing the pelvis, squeezing the glutes to protect our knees. For some of us, this is as far as we take it. If you want to take full camel, go ahead and reach back for the heels, tilting the head back if that feels good for you. Being sure to protect the neck. And I want you guys to take a smile, smiling up at the universe, feeling how good it feels in this pose, in this class. Even if you don't want to smile, do it anyways. Heart is open to love, to the possibilities of the universe. Exhale, slowly coming back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Stacking the hips back into neutral. And exhale back down into child's pose. Nice little counter stretch. Heart opener. Just breathing here. Feeling gratitude. Gratitude for the sacred breath, sending healing to our hearts, healing from grief, healing from trauma, from sadness. Inhale, coming back up to our knees. If it's within your practice, we're going to take a little stretch here by grabbing your feet. Inhale, opening through the chest. Exhale, if it's within your practice, taking it back onto the elbows. Opening our hearts to healing, to gratitude. Now, for many of us, we don't stretch this way in regular life, so it can feel quite awkward or uncomfortable. I encourage you to get uncomfortable. I encourage you to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. But if at any time you feel pain, I want you to come out of the pose. There should be never any pain. And if it's within your practice, taking it all the way down to lying. Feeling that deep stretch within the hip flexors. It's where we carry a lot of our emotional baggage. We hold and carry our emotions in our hips. And because of this unhealed trauma, they become tight and inflexible. Again, I want you to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, but there should never be any pain within your practice. So listen to your bodies deeply and only go as far as your body lets you. Inhale, slowly, gently coming back up and pushing up onto the elbows. And slowly pushing yourself back. And we'll take it back, downward facing dog. Walking it out, adding gentle movement to those hamstrings. Inhale, left leg comes back up, one-legged down dog. Exhale, we're gonna take wild thing by coming onto our left toes, and opening up through our chest. Wild thing makes me feel a little bit wild, so I like to howl in this pose. And if you're feeling a little wild today, go ahead and howl with me. Ow! Inhale, taking your back, one-legged down dog. Exhale, leg. Stretch out those hamstrings. Inhale, right leg comes up this time for one-legged down dog. Exhale, coming into wild thing on the other side. Our right toes. And if you're in your wild things here with me today, let's howl together. Howling at the moon. Ow! Inhale, flip it back over. One-legged down dog. Exhale. Down dog. Coming back onto our knees. Coming back. Down onto our knees. And let's flip it over to our backs. Taking our final pose before Shavasana. Happy baby pose. Inhale, legs come up and squeeze them into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Can never give ourselves too many hugs. I'm just breathing here. Slowing down our breathing. Maybe rocking from side to side. Adding a little movement. Nice little massage for our spines. Inhale, knees come up. Grabbing the outsides of the feet for happy baby. And just breathing here. Maybe rocking from side to side, massaging the spine. Or remaining still. We deeply listen to our bodies, so do whatever feels best for you at this time. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Inhale, knees come down. You do. Take your right knee up, hugging it into the chest. Doing a couple ankle rotations here to one side and then the other. And then letting that knee fall to one side and over with the opposite shoulder. For a nice spinal stretch. Inhale, bringing it back to center. Squeezing the knees in for a big hug. Exhale, straightening out the opposite leg, letting the knee fall to one side. Looking over the left shoulder. Spinal stretch on the other side. And just breathing here. Feeling how good it feels in our bodies. Inhale, coming back to center. Bringing the knees in for another big hug. Exhale. So we come into our final posture. Closing the eyes for Shavasana. And you're welcome to keep the palms open, facing upward to receive, or maybe gently putting the hands over your heart. Whatever feels best to you at this point in time. However you feel most comfortable. And fully relaxing with each inhale and exhale. Back to inner peace and harmony. As we heal together. We all experience in this human world some form of grief, loss, and sadness, heartache. It's a human emotion, but together we can heal and know that whatever we are feeling and going through, it is natural. And it just shows the depths of our emotions, the depths of our heart, love and compassion that we feel. So when these feelings of sadness and grief come, feel them, cry, and let it wash over you. And know that it's a step into healing your heart, healing from loss. Gently coming back to our bodies, adding some movement, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. Gently blinking the eyes open, rolling over to one side in the fetal position, pushing yourself up to sitting. Time, we'll meet together in a cross-legged position as we started. Let's take one last inhale together. And exhale, hands to the heart. Feel free to come back to this practice as many times as you need to. As many times as your heart needs healing. It's a process. It's never just a one and done. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly healing ourselves. It's a never-ending process. Thank you all so much for being here on the mat with me today. And until next time, namaste.